Hello everyone, it's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737. I will be visiting everyone's Equestria today, but I'm going to show you something very, very special right now as a special event in the Skullgirls game. Robo Misfortune, which is the Catwoman, she's kind of okay in this game. The robotic version of her just came out, and one of the alternate versions of her is Mecha Rainbow Dash. It's one of the reasons why I've been so busy lately. If you look in the gold bracket, oh, you'll also notice that we have a lunar event, which I'm also working on. If you look at the final rewards, like event rewards, you'll notice in the top brackets that's Mecha Rainbow Dash. And it does say, you know, blue screen there, but I think it's because of copyright issues why they don't name it the original name. And if you want proof for that, what I'm talking about, I'll show you here in just 1 second. What's cool about this game is that every single skin is a reference to another character, and I really like that, because in a sense you could say this is one of the biggest crossovers that you could have for a game, excluding a fan-made game or a fighting game like Mugen. Now if you look at number 24, that's Mecha Rainbow Dash. We'll look at the numbers right here. Number 4, blue screen / our Rainbow Dash. And it was an Indiegogo backer color request. They literally requested R-5000, which we can see right here. Also, if you look at Parasol, look at number 20, you'll notice that that looks just like Fluttershy, and that's because the same thing happened. Let's go to number 20. Fluttershy, Somersault. It's also, you know, Dash, Somersault, Umbrella Sister, Indiegogo backer color. But on the Indiegogo, they specifically requested it be Fluttershy. And I think just for security reasons, they then made a sister for Parasol, and her sister also is colored very much like Fluttershy, except for her physical appearance is very different because she's really short and she's wearing a raincoat, and her hair is very short too. The only thing, you know, that's similar between her and Fluttershy is just the colors, but Parasol with the colors, you can clearly tell that she looks very much like a human Fluttershy. I tried so hard to get her, but she's a diamond class character, and I'd saved up lots of what is it? I can't think of the word. Great sapphires. I'd saved lots of sapphires to get her, like a really, really long time. And the rolls for all the packs I pulled were like all bronze. It was like the most humiliating, devastating thing you could imagine. Anyway, now that we're back here, this match has been extremely difficult because every single time they have a tower based on a specific character, it kind of fits to their character. And to show you the rules for this, and it's crazy. Bubble Shield. Gain barrier for 5 seconds when knocked down. Reflect. 100% of all damage taken while benefiting from the barrier. That's brutal. That limits a bunch of your moves because you absolutely have to try to avoid knocking them down, or else bad things can happen. And because of my win streak, now all my enemies that are defending are getting plus 40% attack and plus 40% health, which isn't too bad. I mean, I've made it much further than 19 for streaks, at least on other towers. This is a very different story, though, because of that attribute. So, to show you what I'm talking about, because it's nuts. Hopefully nothing bad happens. I'm worried it will, just because how limited I am. I have my favorite characters right there. Valentine is definitely my favorite one, and I love all the different characters that her different outfits reference. And I love Squiggly. She's also one of my favorites. She has a dragon. And the one right there, Bioexorcist, that's a shout out to Beetlejuice. So we're going to take these fighters on. Oh, and Parasol on the very far right, that's Samus Aran from Metroid reference, specifically Prime. That might be the most deadly one, even though she's not Diamond class, she might be the most deadly one in the game. I promise to get the MLP very quickly. This technically counts as it because it has the characters in it. Interesting fact, the same people that made Fighting as Magic, they got the game engine to do that in this. And I just screwed up already. See that symbol? That means I should avoid her, or else I'll hurt myself fighting her, which I'm in a bad spot now because of that move. When she's not in that form, she's actually pretty easy to deal with. I'm hoping incorrectly I was going to kill her with that move. Didn't work. I'm taking a little liberties of putting myself in a situation where I do have to deal with the bubble shield, because the character I have right now, in a sense, she's very forgiving in that she's a healer. Also took advantage of that disability because I got the bubble shield itself, and I let myself take an unblocking hit, which devastated the other character's hit points. Oh boy. I'm surprised it didn't activate. The other character's passive should have prevented me from dying, but it didn't. Right now, with her power level being at 1, I'm absorbing her health just from being in the vicinity of her and heal, taking it into myself. So she should be able to end this fight pretty fast. But it's very weird because one of the passes I have activated with this team, that should not have triggered at all. I feel like I'm fighting a hacker. This game does have a hacking problem.
Thanks, love.
I swear she said Spike, which would be very ironic because that is a purple dragon and it has green fire, just like Spike from My Little Pony. But anyway, what I was trying to say is the game engine that they used for Fighting as Magic, which later went into them fighting herds, came directly from the people that made Skullgirls. So Skullgirls had a big hand in the development of Fighting as Magic. So this game is, in a lot of ways, very much related to the My Little Pony games. I'm going to do one more fight, then I'll get to visiting everyone's Equestria, which I'm sorry for not doing so soon. I'm debating over going with the match with the ×2, because the ×2 modifier means the players are avoiding them more often than not, and the more people avoid fighting someone, the higher the modifier gets, because it's trying to help people get points from fighting, whether they lose or win, they still get points. But usually when they have a modifier, it's for a good reason. The reason they're being avoided is because they tend to be very deadly, more deadly than normal. But I think I will take a chance this time and go for it, because excluding Raw Nerve Pain Wheel, I'm not really too concerned about this team.
Tisk, tisk. It looks like we'll have to operate.
If you look at Dead of Winter, you can tell she's translucent. I think it's pretty cool. I actually have Dead of Winter Skullgirls. I don't use her too often though, because she's just not as deadly as Bioexorcist, but she's still pretty cool. I'm not going to take as many liberties unless I can disable her. That's one of the powerful abilities of Graveyard Shift Valentine. Once I get healed, I can curse the enemy and then they'll lose all their abilities. Now I'll include the bubble shield too. Oh, that was a nice dodge. I mean block. Great. Just what I needed. Even better. the thing that I was just marked with, that's what I was wanting to do to her. Luckily, it ran out pretty fast. Surprised she survived. See, I have them locked and cursed, which is, I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm actually surprised it came back right as the bubble shield came back. That's awesome. I'm being sarcastic. Darn it. Okay, one down. This one should be pretty fast. Should be. I'm having a lot of bad luck with her, actually. I should still win this, though. Raw Nerve is almost done, and they don't have Raw Nerve built up to be the terrific buzzsaw that I normally encounter when I fight that type of character. I fought some that constantly get, like, shield buffs and damage output buffs non-stop. Okay, this fight's over. Surgery is complete, LOL. Okay, we'll get to the MLP game right now. Okay, well, another reason why I brought up Mecha Rainbow Dash in that other game is because it's not just because it's Rainbow Dash. I mean, for me, it really is, because I mostly just want to collect lunar element characters. One of the big... Oh, no. I just did something I really didn't want to do. It's going to be harder to track where I need to go. Oh, well, I'll just have to pay extra attention, and if I mess up, I mess up. But I only want to collect lunar element characters, unless I have a lot of interest in them outside them being a lunar element. And obviously this one, it's because it's Rainbow Dash. Now, I probably wouldn't care, but she is really powerful. You saw her... oh, no, you didn't see her buff. Her buff is that as time goes by, like every 2 seconds, she gets armor plating. And she can get 5 stacks of armor plating, making her completely immune to damage, as long as no one throws her. That's ridiculous. You can, and you saw me do it. I easily countered most people trying to grapple me and throw me. It's going to be incredibly easy to get... Okay, I'm pretty sure I went too far. I'm looking for Violet. And man, I really should not have preemptively touched that. Okay, we're at Violet Star last. But yeah, she can have 5 stacks of armor. That makes every single attack in the entire game completely pointless to use against Mecha Rainbow Dash, unless you use curses, which you still are going to have to throw her to do that, or Death Curse, which you don't have to. Let's say I was fighting her, I would use Stage Fright Squiggly, and one of her passives is if she's killed by a special move, the enemy will drop dead in 25 seconds, no matter what they do. What I'd have to do is try to get her to use a special move on her, because there's a chance, she might end up beating her to death with normal moves, which would defeat the whole purpose. But if I could get her to use a special move, then all I'd have to do is sit there and play footsies with Mecha Rainbow Dash until she dies from the killing curse that you would get. And then that's another unique thing about most nighttime / lunar element Skylanders. Most of their passives across the board, excluding a few of them, are offensive-based passives. I mean, it's not like the other ones don't, but it's like night element / lunar element has very, very powerful, just about always only offensive. Like a good portion of them flat out have instant death abilities. Like there's a spoof of Batman, and his is if his whole team is dead, every single attack he does, even basic, there's like a 25% chance that his attacks will instantly kill the enemy. Anyway, I'm getting off course. I'm going to go to Goldie Pie. Let's check out Goldie Pie. Oh, you got Princess Luna. Okay, well, Princess Luna being here, that means this place is beyond 20% cooler. This place is already 7 hooves of approval. I like what you're doing here. It's I don't see many people when they play this game that they just work around the middle. It gives it a really unique look because you're expanding out like almost in a donut shape with your Equestria. And it's also very uniform, and there's no roads. I really like it. I mean, I like them either way, but it's this one's pretty unique. I'm greatly enjoying it. And then, Evil Rarity. Hello, Evil Rarity. We were just talking about you in the last video about how you're the bane of everyone's existence with your evil green mane. In fact, I almost lost Skullgirls, probably because of you and your evil green mane. Evil pony. Anyway, it's a very nice place. I like it. And for the reasons I said before, it's very uniform for the most part. Actually, it's kind of funny because it's not too uniform in this specific spot, but at the same time, it's still very complimentary. Oh, I kind of like this. I like the landscaping you've done around Princess Celestia's statue. Pretty cool. Anyway, this place is definitely 7 hooves of approval. Definitely. Anyway, happy... Oh, believe it or not, it's still Easter until this Sunday, so happy Easter, Goldie Pie. Unless you're not Catholic, then it's insanely late Easter for everyone. Insanely late. Anyway, I just love all this cool stuff they have with My Little Pony hidden in other media. Do you guys have any games or stories that you, oh darn it, that you like a lot that have MLP as a guest character or MLP guest characters in it? Did you know that DuckTales actually had, well, it's not really a crossover, but they had spoofs of My Little Pony, but they were murder ponies, and they literally got the woman that plays a Twilight, and Fluttershy to play as murder ponies, and they also played opposites of each other. So it's like the one that plays as Twilight, she was playing a character very similar to an evil version of Fluttershy, while the woman that plays as Fluttershy was playing a character that was like an evil version of Twilight. I thought that was pretty funny in itself as well. Oh, and tell me if you guys enjoyed the newest episode today. I didn't get a chance to see it. Hopefully I will later today. Oh no, I'm sorry, Dusty. I cannot see your place. Let's go to Cherries. Nope. Honey Cake. Nope. Polly. Nope. Jet Days. Nope. Joe Knights. I did see, I actually didn't get to see last week's either. I need to go check that out. I saw a funny GIF going on. So far, everyone's really, really enjoying Princess Luna this season. It's sad that it took this long to get really, really good episodes with Luna and Celestia. Apparently, there's an image I saw going around that Princess Luna really loves the post office. Tell me what you guys think about that. I didn't think that would be something that would blow her mind, but to each their own. That's one thing I probably wouldn't really care that much about. Violet Star. I love that name. Also love the other Violet that we went to before. Wow. This place looks really great. You've put a lot of work into this one. I can really appreciate this. This is awesome. Without even looking at the ponies, I'm going to tell you this is either 5 or 6 hooves of approval just from what I've seen already. This is amazing, Violet Star. You have plenty of happy trees, and you have lots of very nice landscaping for just about every single individual building. I wish I had more room to do something like this while keeping the forest. And if I have to choose between what I have or building fantastic forests with mazes to go with the town, I probably still will pick that. But if I could have both, I definitely would. And I really like what you've done with your equestrian. Ooh. I like that you're adding landscaping to all the elements, I'm assuming. Actually, very similar. So, in a sense, you're making even more reasons why the elements are in unity than what would normally be, besides the fact that they are the elements. And I like that. That can't be? Yeah, I was gonna say that can't be Doctor Who's Boof. I mean, not Boof. Well, yeah, whatever. Telephone booth. Um, that's in Sweet Apple Acres. Oh, and you got Trixie. That's always awesome. Always awesome. The great and apologetic I can't talk, darn it. I don't know why I just can't talk today. That's also pretty unique. I think that is Diamond Tiara's mansion. That's a nice look. I kind of did something similar like that with mine and Filthy Rich. I tried to make their part of the neighborhood look fancy, where all the fancy rich ponies go. Anyway, Violet Star, this looks absolutely amazing, and you should be proud of yourself. This, oop, you got Princess Celestia. That's really cool. She's probably telling you and everyone that sees her that you need to make more friends. Well, I have enough friends, darn it. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I'm about to press the X button and see what happens. You see, I'm very curious because I actually already own her. So I don't know if they accidentally made a second one or if I'm about to blow up my own game and ruin my profile because I'm not supposed to be able to get her twice, causing a giant self-destruct of all the atoms in the entire galaxy at the speed of light, causing a giant plutonic reversal. And okay, that happened. Nothing really, but I don't know. Maybe once I get back to my own Equestria, something bad will happen. We'll see. It's kind of weird having no birds. Okay, there we go. The other game is really loud, so I accidentally turned this one down a bit too low. Okay, well, anyway, happy incredibly early, I mean, late Easter, or if you're Catholic, normal Easter. Wait, did I see? Oh, I didn't see that. That's pretty nice. Trixie would appreciate that. Don't you, Trixie? Look at the statue, Trixie. Oh, okay, never mind. The great and extremely rushed Trixie is too boneheaded to even appreciate the statue that the town has made for her. She's completely blown it off. Oh wait, maybe she's not. Maybe she's gonna look at it. Nope, she's looking for more cinnamon peanuts. She doesn't care or notice that there's a statue of her. In fact, now she's gonna question people why they're. Oh, she's not even gonna do that. She's running over here to complain. You know what? Maybe it's not that. Maybe she is getting ready for one of her performances and she is panicking because the trailer is gone. All of her props are gone. She's going to have to wing it with just a blanket and maybe a dog that she found in the alley. She's like, maybe I can make this dog disappear. And then, like, later she gets bit. She's like, what's the symptoms of rabies again? Is it when your vision turns blue? I don't know anymore. Okay, well, she loves it. See, she's dancing. She's like, you guys are the greatest. The great and powerful Trixie will gladly accept this statue. Now, could you all put it in the trailer for me and help pull my wagon back to Equestria once we find it, so I can take the statue home with me. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, Violet Star, this is a really fantastic place. Definitely 7 hooves of approval. I didn't see Luna, but it doesn't matter. This place is awesome, and you already got a bunch of my favorite characters here: Rainbow Dash, Starlight, Trixie. I love Celestia too. Actually, I like most of them. I don't hate any of them, and except for the ones that you're supposed to. I mean, you really should dislike the villains, but you know what? That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you make villains so awesome you can't hate them, even when you should. Anyway, thank you, Violet Star, and happy incredibly late Easter or normal Easter or whatever. Anyway, guys, please wish me luck in getting Mecha Rainbow Dash or Rainbow Dash 5000 because the competition is very brutal for her. You saw that I have like 30k points in the player versus player special tower for her. That might not be enough to get her. I might be stuck getting the version of Robo Misfortune that is a shout out to Iron Man. Because most of the other prizes are either the prototype version of her, which is, you know, the actual canonical version of Mecha Robo Fortune, while the middle tier prizes are based off of her with Iron Man's colors, which is, I guess, the Iron Kitty. Oh, I luckily got this one too. One of the nighttime element versions of Robo Misfortune is a shout out character skin of the Terminator. It's called the Perminator. I very, very, very luckily randomly got her. And she's night element, and that's awesome too. And when I get, hopefully when I get Mecha Robo I'm getting Mecha and Robo mixed up. Hopefully when I get Mecha Rainbow Dash or Robo Dash or Rainbow Dash 5000, I'm going to play them both together. And it'll be pretty cool. Mrs. Knight, that's a cool name too. Sorry about that. Coco, I like that. That's in my in-game name. I didn't choose that, but it is. Sorry, Violet Knight. Without a doubt, anyone I run into with the name Violet, I'm going to love it. I just love that name, and I love how close Violet is to purple, even though technically, if you're talking about light spectrums, they're not. The more intense, the more power you put into a violet light, the more blue it actually will get. And technically purple doesn't exist in light spectrum. At least that's what the mainstream says. Something very interesting about the color purple. There are some people that have artificial cataracts, you know, using plastic to replace the cataracts that's damaged in their eyes. They have made claims that they can actually see other spectrums of light, and they've seen one that is even lower on the spectrum than ultraviolet, and it looks like an electric purple, like it's like the shade electric purple. That's a specific name I've heard used for a type of purple that's used for PCs and determining colors, different shades of purple. But it's very interesting because that means that if you want a more powerful laser, at least for like cutting or weaponry, we might actually have one that's even lower down. And because the lower the light spectrum, the more energy that's required to get that photon to move. And that also in turn means that photon's carrying more energy than normal and would be very good at either cutting or destroying things. I guess it's a little bit of a downer of a thing to talk about, but I love laser tech and light technology and stuff like that. Light is cool. Lasers are cool. Photons are cool. Because they're not hot. They cause kinetic friction. They themselves are not hot. A little bit of light humor. Okay, we got Filter Cookie. That name sounds familiar. Well, everyone, like, my aunt and my uncle are named Filter Cookie, so of course I'm going to run into that name once in a while, or more than once in a while. So far, this place is pretty cool. I like that Luna's chariot is being closely guarded by all these different guard ponies and Unicorn, and even Celestia and Trixie are guarding Luna's chariot. That is how epic and important that chariot is. It is the greenest not green chariot ever conceived by pony kind, to the point that you have to have magically enchanted statues guarding it. That or Luna just was trolling someone, that was a garden, and she purposely ran the garden over with her chariot. And the guard's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" She's like, "Yes, and we better leave so that someone else can take the blame. I'm a princess after all." And like Trixie's like, "Now the great and powerful Trixie's come to see if my special experiment with growing roses is complete." And then Luna's chariot is crushed. She's like, "What? What? Who would do this? Well, why would the princesses do this?" And then like Fleetfoot, I think that's Fleetfoot, she's like, "You're a liar. None of the princesses would do that. You just used your magic to accidentally turn the rose into Luna's chariot. Besides, if that was Luna's chariot, we would see Princess Luna and the guards around. But you're a liar, so I'm gonna go tell on you." Anyway, so far I'm really enjoying it. It's both very organized and chaotic at the same time, and that is a pretty cool thing. I really like this spot right here. I did my best to try to not take any of the trees and the vines out, but to expand my miniature version of the Dragonlands, I just had to. So even though you probably don't really care much about those vines, or maybe you do, I mean, they are there, maybe you do like them, but for the most part, most people probably would just remove them. I think it adds a lot of character. The most epic and happy tree of all tree and treedom ever. Ever. Okay, you got Princess Luna. This place just got 20,000% cooler, so it's already at 7 hooves of approval, but even then, this place is pretty cool. Can't wait to see what you're going to add there. Um, Actually, it's got a lot of open space, a lot of potential. That are the ponies in this version of Ponyville. They just like having plain open spaces with nothing at all. They just love grass a lot. They love grass. They love to roll in grass. They like to look at grass and drink grass and eat grass and like season grass and use grass as seasoning. So it's like double grass. They just love grass. Grass in this version of Equestria is even more abundant and more sought after than happy trees, because this is the happiest grass you will ever get to roll in. Well, I mean, it won't be happy then. It'll be angry you rolled in it. And then it will curse you with the curse of the grass people. And the curse of the grass people is terrifying because it will cause you to have so much gas that you'll be propelled into the stratosphere. And the only way you'll be able to get back down is if you maybe run into the cosmonaut space station that is circling the Earth, which actually, since it's the pony version of Earth, there won't be one. So there won't be any way for you to get down unless Rainbow Dash accidentally runs into you while she's doing a low atmospheric, high velocity rain boom, which still might not go well for you. Anyway, I like the way this place is organized. I like that you have a bunch of the staged areas put next to each other for the most part. And even if you don't, it's still so well organized, and I love the detail that you put into it. This is a pretty cool place, Filter Cookie. I just have a feeling everything's going to get cooler and cooler as we go. Anyway, that was Filter Cookie, and have an incredibly hyperspace late good Easter, and or just a normal good Easter if you're Catholic. I might do one more. I took a lot of time talking about other stuff, and I'm really sorry about that, but I also want to try to actually, now that I think about it, I think I probably should go. I'm going to cut it short now. I promise the next time I do this, I'll try to make it longer, unless you guys think it should be shorter. Sometimes I think some of these might go on too long. This time it is my fault. I was doing multiple things. I'm sorry about that. I also want to try to get every chance I can to get Rainbow Dash 5000, and I'm definitely going to show her off. Rainbow Dash 5000 is awesome. Anyway, and so is Bat Dash. Bat Dash. Wait, what was her name again? Oh, Rainbow Bite. Rainbow Bite wants me to get Rainbow Dash 5000. You can't deny the cuteness and evilness of Rainbow Bite. If you do, well, she'll bite you and won't end well. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I loved all the equestrians I got to go to. And wish me luck, because I really, really, really want Rainbow Dash 5000. And just by random chance, please also wish me luck that I get Fluttershy from the Parasol. She has very unique abilities. Anyway, take it easy, everyone.